Whispers Behind the Curtain, Part 1, The Perfect Picture. Sophia Bellamy had it all, at least, that's what it looked like from the outside. She was married to Aaron, a charismatic venture capitalist 10 years her senior, and they lived in a stunning glass and steel penthouse overlooking the New York skyline. To the world, they were a power couple, elegant, unstoppable, admired. Sophia had been an artist once, a painter with dreams of exhibiting in Paris. But after marrying Aaron, she traded her easel for curated gallery tours and chic cocktail parties where she played the role of the flawless wife, smiling with practiced ease, her passion buried beneath the weight of social expectations. Aaron was charming, ambitious, and calculated. He always knew what to say and when to say it. Their love, which had started with an almost cinematic intensity, began to fade into something that felt more like a business contract than a relationship. Still, she stayed. Because love, she believed, could be rediscovered. Rekindled. Then came the whispers. It began with late nights and excuses. Emergency meeting, he'd say, kissing her forehead before disappearing into the city night. But his suit would smell faintly of perfume she didn't wear. His shirt collars had lipstick smudges that didn't belong to her. She told herself it was stress. Pressure. Paranoia. Until she saw the message. She wasn't even looking. Aaron had left his laptop open while he was in the shower. A soft chime, a new message on a private email thread. She never snooped. Never even thought to. But something, a pull she couldn't explain, drew her to the screen. Last night was incredible. I can't stop thinking about you. Where are we getting our weekend away? Sophia froze. Her heart pounded against her ribs like it was trying to escape. Her fingers hovered above the keys, scrolling through dozens of similar messages, some recent, some months old. Photos. Intimate notes. Hotel reservations. It wasn't just one woman. It was three. 3 affairs. 3 betrayals. 1 husband. She sat there in silence, her hands trembling, the weight of truth crashing down like a tidal wave. But she didn't cry. Not yet. Instead, she closed the laptop gently, stood up, and walked to the full-length window. Below her, the city buzzed, oblivious. Her reflection stared back, the perfect wife, the perfect home, the perfect lie. And in that moment, something inside her cracked. Part 2, The Gathering Storm. Sophia didn't confront him right away. She spent the next week in silence, watching, documenting, analyzing. She copied emails, saved screenshots, took note of phone calls and dinner reservations. Aaron never suspected a thing. He kissed her like always, told her he loved her, and left her with carefully manufactured lies that now rang hollow. But Sophia wasn't the same woman anymore. She reached out to an old friend, Elena, a high-powered attorney who once jokingly told Sophia, "If he ever screws up, call me first." Sophia never thought she'd need to take her up on that offer, but when Elena heard the story, her tone turned ice cold. "He's smart, yes. But not smarter than both of us." They began building a case. Financial records. Investment accounts. Hidden assets. Elena explained how Aaron had been slowly moving money out of their joint portfolio, subtle, unnoticeable to most, but not to her trained eye. He wasn't just unfaithful. He was preparing to leave. He had a plan. He just didn't know Sophia was about to beat him to it. Meanwhile, Sophia played the role of the devoted wife. She went to charity galas, held his hand in front of cameras, wore designer gowns, and smiled like nothing was wrong. She let him think she was blind, naive, weak. It was a mask, and she wore it well. Then one night, she followed him. Aaron said he had a client dinner. Sophia, wearing a black cashmere coat and dark lipstick, followed his car in a rented SUV. Her hands shook, but her mind was razor sharp. He parked at a luxury townhouse in Soho. She waited, watching from the shadows. 10 minutes later, a woman opened the door. Young, stunning, dripping in the kind of fake confidence that comes with being the other woman. They kissed like teenagers, laughing as they disappeared inside. Sophia didn't cry. She took pictures. The next day, she hired a private investigator to get the rest. But the final straw came not with a photo or an email, but with a phone call. She answered Aaron's phone when it buzzed across the kitchen counter. A soft, sultry voice said, "Baby, are you still coming tonight? I need you." "She doesn't suspect anything, does she?" Sophia answered, cool and calm. "Oh, she knows. And she's done pretending." Then she hung up. That night, Aaron came home to candles, music, wine. Sophia was dressed in red. He smiled, charmed and clueless. She smiled too, and handed him an envelope. Inside was everything. The emails. The pictures. The proof. And the divorce papers. Aaron stood frozen, the envelope dangling in his hand like a ticking bomb. His eyes flicked across the table, the candles, the wine, Sophia in that striking red dress. For a split second, he thought it was a romantic evening. Now, it was war. "You planned this," he muttered. Sophia sipped her wine. "I did. Every moment. Just like you planned your escape." He stumbled for excuses, blurted out words like mistake, temptation, pressure. He blamed his long work hours, his need to feel alive again, even had the audacity to say, it didn't mean anything. Sophia leaned in, voice calm, razor sharp. "You didn't just cheat on me, Aaron. You underestimated me." In the weeks that followed, everything unraveled, for him. Sophia, backed by Elena and a team of forensic accountants, discovered every account he tried to hide. Offshore investments, undisclosed properties, even a fake company he registered under a college friend's name. Every move he made to protect himself was laid bare. Aaron tried to fight back, but Sophia had receipts. She didn't want revenge, she wanted justice, and she wanted him to know exactly what it felt like to be exposed. The media caught wind of the story, not the affair, but the scandal. Aaron, the financial genius, hiding assets while being unfaithful to a woman who had built half his empire with him. His company's stock plummeted. He lost clients. Sponsors pulled out. And Sophia? She didn't just leave him, she outgrew him. She didn't hide. She stepped into the spotlight. She gave interviews, not about the cheating, but about rebuilding, about resilience, about finding power in pain. People loved her. They saw a woman who had everything taken from her, and still walked away with her head high, and her heart intact. 6 months later, she was on the cover of a major business magazine. The headline read, "She let him go, and took the empire with her." Aaron saw the article from a cafe in Paris, where he was licking his wounds and hiding from lawsuits. His new relationship had crumbled, his name was dirt in the industry, and his bank account was being drained faster than he could repair it. Meanwhile, Sophia bought her own firm. Not to build another empire, but to help other women leave men like Aaron. She became the name whispered in divorce attorney offices and private forums. The one women called when they were ready to take their lives back. The pain hadn't broken her. It rebuilt her, stronger, sharper, and untouchable. And somewhere in a cold, lonely apartment, Aaron finally understood. She wasn't the woman who cried. She was the one who watched him burn. While she walked away in heels.